I were gonna go, but then that ended, and you know, she's got her own life. I'm not gonna fault her for that at all. And yeah, so like I said, it's probably about a dozen people or so that I've asked if they would be willing to go, and some of them gave me like, oh well, I'll let you know sort of answers, and other people are pretty straight up and they're like, no, I got other things I got to do, and you know, work, life, whatever, and I get it. But with this being the last weekend, and kind of the last person I was asked waiting on bailed on me, and I was like, well, okay, guess I'm going by myself. So I did, you know, which is fine. You know, I'm somebody that can be alone and have it not be the end of the world. I prefer not to do this kind of stuff alone. It'd be nice to be able to share the experience, share the memories. You know, if you follow me on Instagram, I post pictures of a lot of the stuff that I do, because I want to share this life. You know, I wasn't put on the earth to live this life alone. You know, just trying to put some good out there in the world. And you know, I didn't think too much of it. It's, you know, kind of a bummer that I woke up. So the last person I asked wasn't wanting to go today, which is fine. You know, so I just got dressed and took off. I didn't think much of it until I pulled up for the parking, and you know, it's $5 a person, up to $20 per car, something like that. And I didn't think anything of it, and then I get to the guy taking the money to let you in, and he's like, I'll buy your lonesome today, and I was like, yeah, I guess I am. Then it kind of got me thinking of being alone versus being lonely. You know, what's the difference there, and is one better or worse than the other? And I think there definitely is a difference. You know, you can be alone without feeling lonely. You know, I do it pretty often. Where I work right now, there's days where I'm at work for 5 hours before I see anybody else, just because of the nature of what I do. And you know, it's fine. I manage, you know, without having other people around. I know of people that can't stand to be alone because they do get lonely, or they're more of an extroverted type of person, and they get a lot of their energy from being around other people. Whereas I don't. I'm more than content to go out with my dog and go hike up in the woods and disappear for the day. Or go by myself like I did today. For some reason I thought that there wasn't dogs allowed at this place, but there was, so I was a little upset that I didn't bring Titan, but I either misread something or they just weren't enforcing that rule. And so there definitely is a difference. But what the guy said, you know, I'll buy your lonesome, kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. You know, I know he didn't mean anything by it. I wasn't trying to make me feel bad. But I was like, huh, yeah. You know, and I was chatting with a friend of mine, actually an old girlfriend, dated a couple years ago, and she said that it was sad. You know, the fact that I came here by myself, and I was like, wait, no, it's just kind of my life. You know, I spend a lot of my time just being alone. Not always intentionally. In fact, it's rather intentional about not doing stuff alone. But I just end up doing a lot of it alone. And so as I was walking around this farm, and there was all these beautiful flowers and a lot of excited people, lots of families, kids, a lot of high school, college-age kids that were there taking photos, and you know, that's half, 90% of the reason I was there. It's just to get cool pictures of the flowers. Oh, hello. Wow, this is a bad corner. You know, a lot of people there to having a good time, and you know, so I was chit-chatting with her, and you know, I just chatted with her, and you know, she said that it was sad. You know, the fact that I came here by myself, and I sad. And I was like, well,